Hello, welcome back everyone to this really market update. So as usual, let's take a look at what's happening to the market itself. I know I've not been updating the videos for almost a month. My last posting was on the 16th or 15th of March, almost a month. But a lot of things has been happening to the market. It's very exciting if you have been participating on the market itself. Doesn't mean that I'm not doing the video. I'm not with the market itself. Yes, I stay up to date, relevant. I think I have updated some posting in the Telegram. Aside from updating on the Facebook page itself. All right, sometimes I have no time. Really got no times. Uh, due to my work, due to my other commitments, I couldn't post video. I will still post important update in the Telegram group. So please remember to follow there as well. So let's reflect back or look back what is my last posting. If let's say you have been following my video, you should see that there's one important message I have sent out, which is the S&P 500. If the index drop below 5,500, the bear market may continue and find the support around 5,000 near the weekly 200 days moving average. These represent a 20% drop from the peak or all-time high. This is a very important message. I'm not sure how many people of you have been following. If yes, you should. Hopefully by then, before it dropped, you have sold your shares away, which I did. I liquidate all my positions on the 3rd of April before Trump kicked in the tariff, right? We know what's happening. Trump started the tariff. China fight back. Trump increase, China fight back. Up to the latest news, Trump have some exemptions on the chips and some of the products, as you can see from the computer, from the chips. All right, there's exempt all these new tariff. So I will share my view on what is going to be happen on this market and how volatile can it be for the coming week as well. All right, so before that, let's take a look on what's happening on last Friday itself. So on last Friday, we can see that Dow jumped 600 points. Friday, capping one of the most volatile week on Wall Street ever. Definitely, it's very volatile. Let's look at the chart directly. So this is what happening on last week. We can see on Wednesday itself, when the news came out that Trump want to pause a 90-day tariff, market shoot up. Wall Street index jumped almost 8%, 2,900 points. I think it's the historical since World War II, which I read from the news itself. All right, so this 90 days pause give people the hopes. Wow, optimistic of the market. Everyone buy into the rally. It since a single day since World War II, see the very large or huge up jump or skyrocket, whatever you want it can be. Okay, but not to forget, when Trump kicked in the tariff, the market dropped. Is this a dead cat bounce? Is the market over or the bear sentiments over? Or the market may continue to spike even higher. We look at the chart later. Well, we are still on the news right now. So that's why it's very volatile week. And not to forget, it's because of this tariff, this political news, a lot of them forget that earnings kick off last week. Alright. Last week I think it's JP Morgan's earnings showing good result. On the coming weeks, bank continue, such as Goldman Sachs. There's also other big news like Bank of America news as well. Johnson Johnson, United, ASML. Very important. What I focus on is TSMC because TSMC create jobs for US, right? They came out, they say that they're planning more money to create jobs. I think this is a good sentiment. I believe TSMC because in line with Trump, anything don't fight against Trump, you are in the safe side, you with him, all right? And TSMC chips, we know, market out there, Nvidia, Apple, full of jobs, all right, full of jobs. That's why I think the revenue wise, if let's say tariff standalone, it should be good for TSMC. But of course, earnings reporting, it can be a wild movement, it can be up or down either way. So if let's say you want to stay aside, aside from the political news, we can always wait for the market or the earnings report to be showing a clear pictures before we enter in. All right, so not to forget, coming week there's earnings report as well. Okay, aside from what's happening on last Friday, the coming things, the most important thing is this thing. Trump exempt phones, computer chips from the new tariff. So take a look about it. China, US fighting. US raise tariff, China raise tariff. We know tariff is a bad thing. Tariff will up inflations, bring economy bad for the country itself. So let's say Trump exempt phone, computer chips, or perhaps he remove the tariff that he started. But other country did not follow through. Isn't that worse off for other country? Will China follow through that giving a pause or exempt as well? Because the thing is that if China follow what Trump is doing, simply to say China is being leading by Trump, correct or not? But as a big brother, China can be a big brother as well for now, based on the economy. If they are being led or whichever by Trump, it's kind of like loose face. It's like a loose face, moment for China itself. So what will China come back with this pause? I'm not sure. For Trump, he is the man that benefit his pocket the most. Of course, you always say that you will benefit US, but I think he actually profit a lot in this historical movement. Okay, so right now he got his paycheck. What is the next move from him? Do you think he really want to crash the market? I don't think so. I think he creates some market noise and fear so that he can pocket deep enough, and then you want to help the market or help the US because he's the ultimate beneficiary as well. His company in US, right? There's no reason for you to crash it, but you want to crash to pocket deep enough. So will Trump save the market by asking Fed to lower the interest rate? We will never know. All right. So to me, let's look into the chart. I'm done with the news. Let's look into the chart right now for Dow Jones Index. This is what I mentioned on the 15th of March. That's my last video. So my last drawing is over here. As you can see, 1 week ago, all right, I did some comment on 9th of March. Okay, 9th of March, I mentioned if key level immediate support 43,000. So here is the M, neckline broken, go all the way down, support by 200 days weekly moving average, and then shoot up. Okay, so that is why I say if this level fall, the next downside will be 40,000. So 41 failed, go to 40,000, failed, go the way. So right now you look at the weekly chart, a lot of index, even for Nasdaq, for S&P, for Wall Street, Dow Jones, close to weekly moving average 200-day and bounce back up. Okay, so how do we play on this volatility game? Very simple for people who want to do intraday trading. Simply just do two things. Here is the beginning of the downside. Here is the top. Here is the bottom. Simply just do two trend. Okay, two trend. You are trading within this period. Alright, you're trading within this period. So the market can be hovering over here, very volatile. Dow Jones up 300, 500 points is norm right now. As you can see, the volatility, the VIX go above 20, 30, 50. The highest is 50. Last Friday off 37. The VIX is so high, it's very volatile for the market to go. As long as it never continue to break above this high of the candles, the market is still trapped within this range bound being played out by the Chinese or the US and the China tariff. Okay, this range bound is very important because this is the lag line. If you remember, this is the lag line. Breaking above will close off the bear sentiments. Breaking above will close off the bear sentiment. That's why I said this 41,000 or 42,000, this is very important. And this line itself, 42,400, break above, market may continue to rally on the upside. Okay, this will depend on whether tax cut come in, tariff come in, or any new movement coming from the US President Trump itself. Okay, otherwise the market is very volatile. Anything nearby the neckline can look for short, cut loss above. Anything near the all-time low can try to have some pickup of the rebound. But if you penetrate low again, better cut it off. don't pray and don't weak. All right, don't pray and don't weak, because this volatile market, it can kill you off anytime without a tight good management or good risk reward or good stop loss itself. Okay, so don't pray. All right, don't pray. If you get it wrongly, please stop it and then re-strategize your movement and then move on again. Okay, so I just simply write what is the top here, 42,400, and what is the bottom here, 36,600. So 15 April. Okay, market sideways movement between last two weekly candle, all-time candle high and candle low, range between 42 400 to 36 700. Alright, it's a range between 42 400, 36 700, ranging for trading setup. So try to trade near each other. Stop loss or slash risk management is a must for this trading period due to tariff. Alright, so please take note. Okay, please take note. It's very important. I just right now I will restructure. Write a better one later and share it out. So play around with these two lines right now. After the neckline support, play around with these two lines. Very important. Okay, very important. For trading wise, for investment wise, right? It's kind of wasted if you never invest. Okay, for people who are purely never do any investment right now, on the weekly, the market dropped to the 200 days weekly chart. At the bottom over here, it's good to pick up your ETF investment already. Market will give this kind of many changes, but people who want to eye for a greater discount like me, I know, I feel that personally, this tariff war may be a trick for Trump to pocket quick money, but if the other country take it very seriously, it may not be a good news for US itself or for the whole economy, and it may even penetrate this monthly chart of 50 days moving average or even the 200 days moving average. All right, it may even penetrate, and then we have a greater discount. I think this disaster is a man-made disaster. It's not like during COVID period where vaccine can cure, which I wrote this in the Telegram group. Which vaccine come in, it cured the market bounce back in 2020. Correct or not? COVID come in, the market is very bearish. Vaccine found it up for 2 years, 2020 to 2022. Correct or not? Right now, this is not like 2008 GFC global financial crisis. Is due to saying that due to the CDS credit default swap instrument caused the market to drop. This is the government itself already. There is no white knight come in to save unless they ask Trump to quit the presidency. Then the other president come in may save the economy. Otherwise, under Trump regime, the market will continue to be very volatile. We may not know what news movement he will come out with. If he continue to put America first instead the whole economy, we may see more downside from the US economy itself, and that is why you may get a great discount on the ETF index investment itself. So people who want to look for a deeper Great Singapore sales, hopefully it may come to their day, or otherwise you just miss a good chance to do your dollar cost averaging or to start your new ETF investment from a 20% discount drop already since the all-time high. Okay, so that is a waste if you have not go in. S&P 500, let's take a look. So for S&P 500, okay, this is what I chart. Can you see? I wrote right 15 March. Okay, 15 March. I wrote this. Okay, I just zoom in. Come in. Okay. So you see 15 March, 15 March is somewhere here, this candle. I said that from here, it dropped 10%. Alright, wash out in the coming week if price drop below 5,005, which you can see on the 31st March, price penetrate 5,005 all the way down. So if you zoom into the day chart, when did it drop? The next day on the 3rd of April, the market gapped down, closed almost 5% below. That is where something is wrong with it. So if you have not get out, uh, thank God that the market actually come back of the 90-day pause. But what happened after the 90-day pause? Correct not? It resumed, right? The whole thing will resume unless Trump cancel it off or implement new stuff. So what I mentioned and why do I charge this 20% is because uh, Warren Buffett investor as S&P 500 ETF. I don't think an investor, a long-term investor, will exit the ETF a favor of that he liked for just a 10% of the market correction. I think he's looking for bigger dive. That's why I charted this 20% first. Why? Because 10% is a technical rebound, a technical short cover or profit taking. A 20% is considered enter into a bear territory. So that's why I put this 20%. I never know it will, and it does happen that it hit the low of 5,000 and even go even lower of 4,800 plus, but the market bounce back. So if you believe this 20%, by right you should catch at the bottom 5,000 to buy some rebound, or at least invest to your ETF or your dollar cost averaging, who people has been doing all along the way. Okay, this price is really a good price, well supported by 200 days moving average as well on the weekly basis. If you are looking for greater discount, when will it be? When will the greater discount? When it come after it breach the 200 days weekly moving average, I will inform in the Telegram group. So join me. I'm also looking for the Great Singapore Sales as well. So if you are very keen on that, please join my Telegram group. The public channel will do. I will update there. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, done for the index itself. I'm not going to individual counter that much because if the index is not showing good, if it's so volatile, anything can happen on the counter or the stock itself. As you can see, when the market plunged, even the Max 7, Magnificent 7, the tech all drop. All right, no one is being spared. Okay, so this is why I chart on 15 March for Walmart as well. I say that you can long at the current price, FOMO entry, fear of missing out. Even you long on the 15 March or it long at the price which I mentioned, $80 on the 7 March, 7 April, the low is 79.81. It did go below 80. If you long here or you long on the 15th of March, by now you will still be in green. And how much green? Let me show you. Okay, price range. If you long over here, you should be up almost close to 10%. If you long over here, $80 to now, you should up almost 16%. It's a very good return during this period of time. True or not? How many of account is being wiped out? To be frank, how many of you got stop loss and then you have insufficient funds to come back when the market rebounds back? So please, it show you a reason. Do not fear of missing out. But if you want to long a good strong counter, a defensive counter, choose the correct counter to pick during this very volatile period. All right. So that is why I said key support is $80, 50-day moving average 61% Fibonacci retracement, psychology round number support. I write so big, but then I was so busy, I missed this trade. To be frank, I miss. If I enter, I enter. Correct? One counter which I entered is actually a firm. All right, a firm holding. Okay, this is what I mentioned previously. 15 March, I also mentioned that buyers upside monitor again. Buy now if you long at 45 should be in the money. That is when I mentioned. And then the market dropped all the way 31. Right now it's close at 40. It's still below. Why? Remember I said I liquidate all my shares on 3rd of April, which is here. Okay, so 3rd of April I sold, and then the market, the next day gap down. So the moment I sold, right now, even though I buy right now, I still come back in my positions, still losing, but I managed to buy even lower than where I got stop out. Okay, no regret, no regret. It's still uptrend. I just don't like to participate on this volatile, and I've been disciplined since it's penetrate my this ascending triangle. I just stop it, and then I will reassess the risk again to whether to enter again. Ultimately, a frame holding is still a good counter. All right, it still remain bias upside. If it can continue to go higher and break around 49.50 resistance level, will be a very bullish counter by then. Okay, so this is what I wrote on a frame holding. Just being frank, I got stop, not stop out. I closed myself before I got stop out. Okay, so that is my take for a frame. All right, so let me see what else. Okay, one last I'll be sharing for China A50 because it's between China and US is fighting, right? So let's take a look at China right now. China, okay, it's been played out. As you can see, this is a support level, 12,700. Break below, rebounds back. Right now, go even higher, close almost 30,000. Okay, if you ask me to be frank, I did not enter any US ETF. I entered this. Okay, I entered the China ETF. If you want, I can share with you the code. I entered the China ETF. I think throughout this whole tariff game play out, China remains strong with their positions. They know what to do. They are well organized, well structured. I like them. I don't mind to enter a position in the ETF when it was at the bottom. Alright, so I'm in the money, to be frank. I pick it up. So yeah, we shall see how it performs for the coming weeks, and hopefully it will fail me. Alright, so that's all for this weekly market update. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Please remember, we shall monitor the index. Alright, it's very volatile week. So if let's say you look at VIX itself, okay, it's very volatile. Go to 50, 60 right now, range bound. So on the last Friday, it closed at 37 plus. It's very volatile. As long as it's above 20, it's very volatile already. Right now, 35. So we can see since when got 35. COVID period. Okay, COVID shoot up to 84. Come back. But this is the vaccine, not the people think that the end of world, correct? But this is man-made by Trump. So if you look back on the weekly KC, global financial crisis, it can go as high as 96. Alright, so we just need Trump to create two more history. It can spike up the whole market tank, and that is where you enter the ETF. Alright, try to start your investment if you haven't. Trading come later. Alright, trading opportunity always is there. Okay, so that's all for my this weekly update. Remember to follow my Telegram because it's so volatile. I may not be in time to update in the Facebook or the YouTube channel. I will write on the Telegram and update or keep you guys the most updated news. That's all for this week weekly market update, and see you guys next week. Bye bye.